Hello and welcome to another game from round 2 of the IMBA Cup. This is from the losers bracket. We got Duris, who lost against Curry in the first round as a pretty bad mistake early in the game. He is playing EAF, going first ground, 1 pigeon, then going to the Hydro. He is taking on Deathly, who lost to Uber Geek, which was a pretty tough battle, but yeah, it was the only Aeon on Aeon battle in round 1, and Deathly is staying with Aeon. It's funny, this is Deathly is from Russia and Duris is from Finland, so Russia versus Finland in the desert. That is pretty funny. So then we have multiple pigeons, 2 pigeons, no air yet for Deathly. You can see quite a bit of patrolling from the first engine to get those rocks. And it looks like it's going to be a land spam from Aeon. It'll be interesting to see Auroras, the Tech 1 tanks from Aeon, for Deathly taking on the Strikers, the Tech 1 tanks from Duris. Perhaps Duris wants to rush T2, but it looks like he's just going to go with T1 spam. It's very difficult to rush T2 on this map. So Auroras do have the superior range, but have weaker armor. So micro is going to be very critical in this one. And now we are seeing, it looks like 2 NGs on the power, ACU on the factory, another NG spamming land. It looks like ACU is going to expand to the left, and the ACU for Deathly is going to expand down, so you're going to see ACU's meet. We do see multiple flares. These are the light assault bots from Aeon. It looks like they're trying to get behind Duris space. They did not bring radar with them, but it looks like this is going to be the first kill of the game. A flare from Deathly takes out an NG. Might have a chance to kill another NG. It doesn't look like there's not a tank coming in to solve this problem, but good raiding. Multiple flares here from Deathly. Elsewhere we see some scouts from Deathly in the middle, and now this flare almost takes out another NG. So some nice raiding from Deathly early on. You can see Deathly getting another factory with his ACU, and absolutely no air from Deathly at this point, getting the 4th land factory. No NGs going to the expansion. There is 1 NG for Duris going to the expansion with some tank protection. It looks like Duris is going to try to take over the bottom half of the base. He also has some tanks moving up. So 2 tanks are going to run into Aurora. So this is what we're going to see, the Aurora versus Striker battle. And now you can see the Aurora is using their superior range, and this is numbers plus range. So a very unfair situation. Aurora is extremely good, especially when they have radar, so you can spot from far away. Now you can see Deathly dancing around some arty, getting 4 kills, and another Aurora and Striker fight here on the left side. Some multiple fights happening simultaneously, and looks like Duris is going to try to push. Very even numbers here, but on the other side it looks like Deathly is going to get some kills, going to take out some mask extractors, and losses for both sides. They're just going to stare at each other for a little bit of time. It looks like reinforcements for both sides here, and Duris is pushing out. And you see when the Auroras get close to the Strikers, they get massacred, but from distance, Auroras get a lot of kills. Now we do have the 2 ACUs fighting each other. Deathly at 5 kills, Duris at 1s, and some attempts at raiding from Deathly. Absolutely no air at this. Actually, yeah, we do see some air from Duris. Some bombers. Bombers are excellent against Auroras since they have weak armor, so a single pass can take out many Auroras. We see 3 bases occupied by Deathly, 3 bases occupied by Duris. So both players very even in terms of map control. Now here come the bombers from Duris, looking for Auroras to kill. This will be a great target. Looks like he's just using it for reconnaissance. And these 2 last expansions not taken. Looks like there's going to be some fighting over these. Here come the bombs. Those particular ones missed, but it looks like Duris does have the numbers, and if these Auroras don't run away, they will be ran over. You can see how effective Tech 1 bombing is against Auroras, but there are some reinforcements for Deathly. On the bottom it's a different story. It looks like Deathly is taking the upper hand. He keeps on trying to snipe this PD with Arty. We do see Deathly's ACU getting an upgrade. There's different options for Aeon. He can get the double gun upgrade, the best gun in the game, at least the best gun that people actually make. And now here come the Auroras. They're going to push against these strikers. And for whatever reason, Duris has split up his forces and not being very successful. So a pretty even battle on the top. It looks like Duris is going to try to push on the bottom. Some engines here in danger, and it is a T2 engineering from Deathly, so not the Aeon gun. He's going to establish a T-Tech 2 gun here in the middle. That's going to be very effective in terms of controlling the middle of the map. These have superior range, and they're just going to massacre Tech 1 units. And now you can see it's a push from Duris, plus these bombers getting kills. So this could be trouble for Deathly at his base. He's got multiple Tech 2 PD in the middle, and he also has some units supporting. But here, if Duris keeps on pushing with his units, he is not microing. And it looks like these Auroras did get a few more shots than they should have. Now the strikers are rolling through. More bombers coming in from Duris. Absolutely no air from Deathly so far. He is working on T2 land. Has multiple T2 mass extractors, so investing quite heavily into economy. No T2 mass extractors from Duris at all. And now there are 3 Tech 2 PDs from Deathly in the middle. And these bombers from Duris just keep on coming. And they were successful at actually taking out both expansions for Deathly. Deathly just sitting on his main base, although it is upgraded. So 4 T2 mass extractors. And more raiding attempts thwarted by Deathly. And a lot of wrecks here. If whoever takes over these wrecks is going to be in good shape. You can see here Duris has 4 expansions, taking his 5th, but Deathly has now a shield plus T2 PD in the middle, and he is really putting Duris in danger, cutting his base in half. Elsewhere we do see Deathly having some success and running into a PD. He's got to retreat. There's going to be a lot of reclamation for Deathly here at minute 11. Deathly has reclaimed 10,000. Duris also took 10,000, so very even numbers. So we've had very even fights here on both sides, but really the big difference, Deathly did invest a lot more in his eco. He should be able to drive this game, and now retaking back his expansion bases. And in the middle now we're going to see something that's going to look like a Tech 2 standoff, multiple T2 PDs, but now we do see T2 ground from Duris plus a T2 engine working on a shield and a stealth field, and the gun for Duris on the ACU is pretty effective against PDs. They can outrange, but it has a lot of power. Now here comes the shield for Duris. A lot of things happen. It looks like Deathly has won the battle on the bottom, put a lot of pressure on the top, and is winning the middle. Now there goes the shield for Duris. Duris is drastically trying to get a T2 PD up. It looks like the shield is going to turn back on. Duris going quite low on health, and now here comes the shield plus a mobile shield from UEF. And Deathly keeps on piling pressure here on the side. Some raiding attempts from Duris on the right side, but it looks like in both cases the raids are going to be taken care of. Here we do see T2 taking on T1. Actually the ACU is going to come in to try to clean this up. Multiple shields in the middle for Deathly. And you can see how he's really moving in. This is the PD creep. He's really moving into Duris' base, and this is big trouble for Duris because now he can target the Tech 2 factory. This will be a massive loss for Duris. And these Auroras have just been dominating these fights. There was some losses early on, but really Duris did not take advantage of those. And now we see Tech 3 land from Deathly. Harvey's extremely good units here. These are going to really dominate. And you can see how you can use NGs to put your entire eco on this Tech 3 factory, make these very quickly. And in terms of T1, Deathly is winning the battles, and now you can see 42 kills for Duris' ACU. Now he's just wandering off, perhaps trying to capture some more land to put his base, because here in the middle he really had no chance. And actually at this point it looks like Duris has called it good game and quit, so we didn't actually get to see him explode. But of course, given that there is Tech 3 land here from Deathly, he would completely run this over. And in the middle here with these Tech 2 PDs, no chance for Duris. So Duris is the third player out from this tourney, following Funkov, Pebble, and Duris. Very good company there, and deathly moves on.